So, you know, with the whole like starting a YouTube channel, starting a podcast, I was looking at ways that you could perfect a podcast before starting doing the podcast. So I always want to be perfect before I start doing something.
Yeah. The
which it can never work.
Perfectionism
like
is a big.
Yeah.
I do see that. I actually have noticed that with you as well.
Yeah. I always want to do something and be perfect at it. Otherwise, I don't want to do it at all. Okay. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome back again. Another episode.
All the new joiners. Thank you for all the old joiners that are returning.
Yep.
And shout out to my friends who came to watch. Shout out to Jeremy's friends who are supporting as well.
Yep.
We appreciate you all greatly.
We do indeed.
Nice.
So not mess around too much today. Let's get straight into the quote.
Let's get straight into the quote. Cool. This quote is, it's known as Hanlon's razor. I couldn't find someone who said it specifically, but it's just known as Hanlon's razor.
Right.
And the quote is, never attribute to malice what can be attributed to incompetence. Never attribute to malice what can be attributed to incompetence.
Interesting. So, what'd you get from that? What is that all about?
So, you know, a lot of big words in there for some people. So let's just say, so never associate like bad intentions with something that can be associated with stupidity.
Right.
So don't assume someone's just wishing ill on you because they did something.
Yeah. Because they could just be incompetent.
They could just be an idiot and not know that they did something.
Yeah.
And that applies to me a lot. Like,
why?
Because I say stuff, right? And I don't know that the things I'm saying may be perceived as bad. In my opinion, it's actually quite a nice thing to say, but I'm an idiot.
Okay.
I'm an idiot.
Just off the top of my head.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking off the top of your
Mini
head.
Mickey.
Yeah. So but I don't think that's a negative thing to say.
Neither do I. I just find it hilarious.
Yeah, it's just like just something funny. It's just a little bit
you
of
do
banter.
it a lot as well. You just randomly have these one-liners.
Yeah.
But you just say, I'm just like, what is this guy on about?
Yeah. Just to explain this, it's because what's it called? A girl, posted an Instagram picture with a certain hairstyle.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't she look like a bit like Mickey Mouse with this hairstyle?
Instantly Rizzless.
Yeah. Another girl in the room says, you can't be saying that. You're Rizzless.
Rizzless.
That's a big claim. But
it is. But what the jury is saying. That's what the people are saying.
She said you can't call a girl Mickey Mouse. So I asked, is Minnie Mouse okay? like some people might think that that's like ill will. Like, I think she doesn't look good.
No, but you're just...
She looks good, but...
You just think she looks like Minnie Mouse?
Yeah, just the association my brain made. Because I'm an idiot sometimes.
Fair enough. So, and it wasn't even meant as a chat line either. It's not even a Riz line.
It wasn't a Riz line or anything. It was just something I noticed.
Yeah. So it's just an observation.
Honestly, if I wasn't here, I actually would have commented on it like, oh, I'm liking the Mickey Mouse trim.
Oh, God.
The Minnie Mouse trim.
Oh,
I'm
that's
liking
not
the
much better. Yeah. Now I'm hearing it out loud. It's really not much better.
Let me know. I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah.
But let me know, innit?
Okay. Yeah. It's a good quote. It applies today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just don't attribute like evil intentions or something that can attribute it to someone who's an idiot.
Okay. Yeah.
Exhibit A, you know what I'm saying?
Good to know.
Cool.
I won't attribute anything.
That's not even the fraud watch. That's just a nice little story.
Exactly.
Let's get into
the fraud watch.
This fraud watch. I'm putting my dad on fraud watch for this one. Yeah. It's nothing too serious. Okay, so you know, yesterday I went to Coventry, right, to watch my brother.
Yes.
So I drove there, and my dad was gonna drive back. So drove there, it was all good. Dad was driving back, and the thing is, I never noticed this much, but my dad likes to eat. My dad changes gears late.
Oh, he likes to rev.
The revs are
rev
high.
Out an engine.
Okay. The revs are high.
He thinks it's an F1.
Because like normally my mum does that. My mum does it because she changes from gear 1 to gear 3 instantly. So her revs will be high and she'll instantly go to gear 3.
Okay, yeah, I can kind of see why.
That I get, because that saves fuel in itself, right? So I get, my dad will be gear 1, rev will be at like 3,000, yeah.
For what reason?
Then gear 2. And then gear 2 is like...
Must be so short then.
It's like gear 2 is very short, straight to gear 3. I'm like, this... And the revs are just always high. And I'm like, this is crazy. But I'm like, I just realized this is how he drives, innit? So I'm just like, as long as like, it might waste more fuel than necessary, but the car's okay. But then, whenever I'm in
how much longer?
Whenever I'm in the passenger seat, I normally go in and out of sleep a lot. So I was doing that, and then I think we were on the M40.
Okay.
And I was just like chilling. I was looking over. I was like, the car sounding kind of like loud, but like
rattling.
Yeah, no, it was like loud. Like the revs are like a bit high. So anyway, I look over the dashboard, and if the revs below like 3,500, I can't see it. Like if you're from the passenger seat, you can't see the revs counter.
You can't see the needle.
Bro, I saw the needle like 5. Do you know the 5,000? I said, Dad, what gear are you in?
Bro,
he said gear 5.
Gear 5.
I said, are you sure? I said, are you sure? I'm pointing at the rev counter, and then he starts fiddling around with the gear stick, and he realizes he's in gear 3. Bro, he was in gear 3 on the M40 for 40 minutes. I couldn't believe it.
Gear 3 on the motorway.
Gear 3 on the motor. He was doing like 75
in gear 3.
In gear 3.
What car did you drive?
Ford Fiesta.
And he's doing that in your car?
Yeah.
Oh, engine was hot.
Engine must have been burnt.
Engine must have been steaming.
Because like I was just looking over. I was looking over to see my fuel in it. Because I was like, I just topped this up yesterday and I did this whole cross country thing. Yeah. And then I'm looking at the fuel, I just start seeing the needle. Just like, why is the needle? I said, Dad, what gear are you in?
What are you doing?
Like gear 4 wouldn't do this. So you must be in gear 3. Because I was looking. Because first I looked at the gear stick. I'm like, because when I'm not driving, I can't really tell between gear 3 and gear 5. So I was like, looks like gear 5. And I'm like, Dad, what gear are you in? He's like, gear 5. He looks at it.
Yeah.
He's like,
it must be gear 5. Yeah.
I point to the revs.
Yeah, because gear 3 and gear 5 always look like they're the same.
I point to the revs and then he starts fiddling around. And he starts laughing and he's saying, oh, good spot. I said, come on.
Good spot after 40 minutes.
Come on.
Good spot. Crazy. That would have been double the fuel consumption.
Yeah. Because I think when I was going there, I think I used like probably like a third of the fuel. Cause I had a full tank. And your car is more efficient when it has like around half tank. Yeah. Because less weight to carry and things like that. Yeah. So I'm like, I'll probably get back with around a third. I got back, it was in the red. I said, this is not real. Sense.
This is not real.
That's why my dad had to go on fraud watch because I can't believe he did that to
crazy.
my car. This man was driving before I was born. This man has been driving for at least 30 years at this point.
Yep.
And he's doing this.
Gear 3. That's got to be fraud watch. That's got to be a 5.
yeah.
5.5. 6 even.
But I was even having this discussion with my friend, saying how, like, the reason, like, I don't get road rage, Like the most people get out of me is like a disappointed head shake. If they see it, they see it. But I'm not like angry.
You're not trying to get their attention.
I'm just disappointed because like
Come on.
And then I just realized, like, I say this all the time: 30% of people on the road don't have licenses.
Really? You think it's that high?
100%.
Really?
100%.
Saying like almost 1 in 3 people don't have a license.
100%.
Mental.
On the road, 100%.
Really?
100%. Because firstly, driving, learning, you can say you're a learner.
Okay, yeah, first.
Because me,
I understand.
Like me,
but you have to display an L plate.
I was like driving for like 2 years with my mum in the passenger seat, and I was learning. But I didn't have a license, and I was on the road. Fine, right? Sometimes I had an L, sometimes I didn't. It just is what it is.
But you had a provisional.
Yeah, I had a provisional license, but like actual full driving license. So they don't actually. They're like
not actually qualified.
They can't be in a vehicle by themselves.
Yeah.
So there's people like that. And then there's people who pass the test by pure luck.
That I do agree with.
Other people who passed on like their 17th try. I knew a guy who got 2 majors and like 13 minors on one of his tests. That guy has a license now. You think that guy's gonna be safe on the road for real?
Scary. Very scary.
And then, there are people like my dad who's been driving for 30 years, bro. Do you know how many new rules are on the road?
Yeah, so true. When did he have to get refreshers? After 60 years?
I have no idea.
Something like 50
Do you know
years.
how many rules change on the road?
Yeah.
I was in Manchester one time.
I mean, they even changed the test.
I was in Manchester one time and I did a U-turn at one point, One guy in a white van got bare annoyed, came, sped in front of me, pulled over his van, got out of his car to shout at me in the window. I was so confused.
Sorry?
It was me, one of my friends, and my cousin.
Yeah.
And I was so confused, Because I think the guy was angry I did a U-turn, saying I can't do a U-turn on this road.
What's that all about?
I didn't know the rules of the road because there was no, because on the turn before it said no U-turn. Yeah. The turn after, you could do a U-turn.
Yeah, what?
And that's what I realized. People just don't know the rules of the road.
Yeah.
And that's where most road rage comes from. Because I even know one girl, I was in a passenger seat and we're talking about right of way.
Okay.
And she's like, I don't even know what right, because I hate being at a roundabout, like a mini roundabout, and everyone's waiting for everyone.
Yeah.
And
it's because it's so small that you don't have the distinct, like.
No, but I was like, how do you know what right of way is? It says it in the title. give way to the right. Right of way. The right has way. That's how I learned it.
Damn,
that's how I understood it.
That's a bar. I like that.
That's how I understood it. Right of way. Right of way. So people on the
give
right.
Way to the right.
Give way to the right.
Yeah. What? So people don't know?
People don't know that. Do you know how many times I've been on the left side of a roundabout and someone's waiting for me?
Why?
Because people don't know the rules of the road, and it makes sense because they've been driving for 40 years.
I don't think it was ever give way to the left though.
No, but it's like
you can't give way to the left because like they come from the right.
I don't know, bro. But yeah, that's my fraud watch. Yeah,
that's fair.
I had to put everyone on fraud watch there for their driving skills.
Yeah, put the whole of the UK on fraud watch. Anyone with a driving license. No, anyone without a driving license.
Yeah.
And that'd be a warning to anyone without a driving license. It's the time to get a driving license.
But nice light fraud watch was a nice little 5 out of 10. Nothing crazy.
I said 5.5. 5.56.
5.5 out of 10.
Creeps up the more I heard the stories, to be honest.
Yeah, so into this one. This one is about conquering the fear of judgment.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
I do have I have an article
for us to go straight into. Let's be quick and succinct because it's late at night.
It's
been a long day.
It has for some of us,
yeah. Let's get into this.
So I've got actually a Huff Post.
We love a bit of Huffington Post.
And it is 5 ways to overcome fear of judgment.
Nice, cool.
It is by Andrea Schroll.
Shout out,
Scroll.
Secret Invasion. Apparently that show's awful. I haven't watched it.
It's okay, but towards the end it just gets
yeah.
It's rushed. Let me not even get distracted by that because I have a whole opinion on that. But yeah.
Talk about that another time. Yeah. The failure of Marvel.
How the hell did Marvel flop Phase 4?
Yeah. Actually, you need to talk about that because I have stuff to say. Let's go.
So, do more of what you enjoy doing. Get that gym membership, what you've been slacking on. Look into a therapist or personal coach. Intro stuff. Let's get right into it.
Okay.
5 ways. Let's go high level as we always do, and then we'll drill down.
We know the structure.
Number 1, know your own strengths and limitations. Number 2, resist letting others define you. Number 3, be aware of your inner critic. Number 4, make yourself a priority. Number 5, invest in yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Thoughts?
Not bad.
What's your thoughts?
That honestly,
do you think there are any contentious ones? Because I don't think there are any contentious ones here.
I don't know that number 4. I saw a little look.
Make yourself a priority. No, that's just because I have a story about that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't see it. I like this one. This one seems.
This one got a good one on the outset. Normally you have to like warm up.
I still apologize for last week because that was actually a very good article. I judged it too early. Exactly, and that's the point. I shouldn't be judging stuff too early. Yeah. I'm learning with you guys.
Exactly.
Let's go into this.
This is what we do differently about self-help. We are helping ourselves.
Yeah, that's the whole
point.
And
we're just documenting it.
Honestly, you guys are just there. Yeah, we're just helping ourselves.
We're learning.
Yeah,
and then you're just watching us learn.
Yeah.
And maybe you can take a thing or two.
Yeah, if you learn from it, you learn from it. If you don't,
you're watching us learn. At
honestly,
least. Yeah. You can learn. You heard about mirror neurons? We'll get into that in another episode.
Yeah.
I keep getting distracted. Let's go. Number 1, know your own strengths and limitations.
Okay.
If you know what you're good at and you know what your setbacks are, you're less likely to be affected by what others say or think about you.
Yeah.
Which I think is factual.
Yeah.
Because if I know I'm bad at something, actually I think it's a double-edged sword with that. But if I know I'm bad at something and someone tells me I'm bad at that thing, I'll be like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm well aware.
But it's like that thing. My mom hates when I do this because I always say I'm terrible at writing.
Okay.
And my mom hates that. She hates that I'm talking ill on myself. But I'm like, if you read some of my work, you'd understand. Yeah. Like, it's grammatically, it's not there. Like, the middle, beginning, and end is all over the place. Like, it doesn't flow well to read. And I wrote it, and I understand this.
Yeah, and you're struggling.
And the thing is, because I write how I speak. Okay. And the way I speak is a bit haphazardly.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Fair enough.
Like the way I speak is just all over the place. Like for one of my placements, I wrote an article. Yeah. And
was it like a blog thing?
No, it was like a newsletter thing. It was about cancel culture.
Yeah. Okay.
I wrote an article about it. Yeah. And I remember I showed another one of my colleagues it, and they were like, "Literally, this is how I can hear your voice saying this to me because this is exactly how." Yeah. And the way I speak is not the best in written form.
Fair enough.
It's also why I hate texting.
Yeah. You're a cool person.
I'm a cool person. Yeah. Because I hate reading what I write because I know I'm writing how I'm speaking. It's just not good.
Yeah. Okay.
But like knowing your like strengths and weaknesses, it's a good thing. But it's also like you can't use it as like an excuse.
Yeah.
You can't say just because I'm not good at this thing, like if you want to get good at something, just keep doing it.
Yeah.
So like
practice makes permanent.
Like I'm okay being rubbish at writing.
Yeah.
But I understand there are things that sometimes I need to write. So I do need to attempt to get better at it.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's just like in my university degree, barely any writing. Every writing module was my worst graded module for the most part.
Yeah. I did very few writing modules. I think I only had 2.
But like sometimes I have to write, and thank goodness there's some AI that can help you these days. But
yep. If you know, you know.
Yeah. But it's just you should know your strengths and weaknesses. Yeah. Just to be realistic when someone gives you criticism or someone judges you about it. You have to like be able to objectively look at it and say, it doesn't matter because I know I'm good at this thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because let's carry on. It says if you can become truly aware of your own attributes, vulnerabilities, and strengths, the impact of their judgments and impressions will be irrelevant to you.
Yeah.
What's that saying? Water off a duck's back?
Is that the saying? I don't know that.
Have you not heard of that?
Water off a duck's back.
Water off a duck's back.
Do you know why? What does that mean?
It's just supposed to be something washing over you. Oh, it's supposed to be the equivalent of just letting it, it will be. What will be, will be.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Cool. Water off a duck's back.
Yeah, okay.
Most welcome.
Oh, I appreciate that.
This is about you harnessing all of your qualities and owning them. Don't allow anyone to strip you of your individuality and character. Nice. Good start.
Yeah.
Okay. Positive.
Yeah. So it's an alright start. It's not as strong as last time.
Not as strong as the last one, yeah. Because the thing is, last time they were fighting against you, your initial judgment anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
They had to fight to win you over.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
So number 2, we've got resist letting others define you.
Yeah.
Which I think in some ways is kind of like number 1, but I guess it's a bit broader.
Yeah, it is. But this whole thing's like, it's all around the same point, really. Yeah. It's all saying the same thing kind of differently.
Yeah.
But like, not letting others define you is the same as like strength. Something that you think you is a strength. You can't let someone tell you it's a weakness.
That's true.
And stuff like that.
It's just can't let people put you in a box.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like definitely calling me Rizless. I know I'm not Rizless.
Okay, yeah.
But I can't let that define me.
Okay.
Sometimes it might be true. But not all times, Like Lil Baby said, I'm not the GOAT, but sometimes I fit the description. Sometimes, sometimes
if the shoe fits.
Yeah, exactly.
If the shoe fits.
Exactly. Fair enough. Yeah. Don't like people talk a lot. And me, I personally don't take the world seriously because everyone I know is a hypocrite. Everyone I know has either said or done something that prior they didn't want to do or said it wasn't for them. Me included. So people are talkers. People are talkers. People say what they want to say, but everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face, innit?
Yeah, they do.
That's it.
They do. So I'll read it out.
Let's hear
it. People will always have an opinion. Understanding that they're entitled to their own thoughts is an important step in moving past any fear of being judged. If you are highly impacted by what others think about you, it's time to take a look at your own self-esteem and confidence. I know it's hard stuff, but trust me, once you're able to come to terms with how you genuinely feel about yourself, you can begin to work on areas you don't feel satisfied with. I think that works quite well because I think until you accept that you have flaws, those flaws will always kind of rule you.
Yeah.
If you don't accept that you have a flaw in a certain thing and you're in denial about it, you won't work to change it.
Yeah.
Because to you, it doesn't exist. It's not your thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And also, with that first bit, I do think opinions are overrated.
What do you mean by that?
Like people, I think it's like a big issue I have. I feel like people think their opinion is everything.
Yeah.
And they take opinion as everything, but opinions are literally like
they're just that, opinions.
Opinions are virtually nothing, honestly. Like they're not set in stone. Like opinions, they're not set in stone at all. Like I said, everyone's a hypocrite, innit?
Yeah.
Like one thing they think one day may change within 2 days because they have new information that's been revealed to them.
People are fickle.
Like,
we're just fickle.
Opinions are the most overrated thing there is.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like everyone, like when someone's opinion does this, like opinions ruin lives, and it's crazy because they're so overrated.
Yeah.
And that's why like I don't think you should like care if people judge you really, because one day they'll judge you guilty, the next day they'll judge you innocent. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like it's the most overrated thing ever. If it's not a fact, it's overrated.
Yeah, and it's something that I've personally been kind of working on for myself, because I very much used to be all about being a people pleaser. Very much valuing everyone's opinion over my own opinion on something. So even if I didn't want to go somewhere and people were going to see that I didn't go, I would be, they're going to want me there. Probably wouldn't. But now that I've taken their opinion as gospel, I've now extrapolated their opinion to them wanting me in places when they might not even want me there. So now I've exalted their opinion to the point where I need to do things that I don't want to do, because I think these people are going to think less of me if I don't do that. So I think resisting and letting others define you makes your life a lot easier, as well as making you feel less judged.
Yeah. I feel like for that point, I'm kind of the opposite. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, so I'm getting better at it now.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of deep rooted. It comes from me wanting to fit in quickly.
Oh yeah,
with like me moving around all the time. And just kind of
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it's like if me telling you no like annoys you, it makes me want to say no more.
Fair enough.
Because why do you feel like
you're entitled to a yes?
Yeah. Why do you feel like you're entitled to a yes? Like if I can't do it, I can't do it, and just be cool with that. Like if you're
trying to pressure me into the yes.
Yeah. Where's like you don't have to be around, but like if you're around, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'll say yes to that because I like that. Because firstly, even when I'm around people, I zone out by myself, so I don't need like to always be there. So I like the fact that if I can say no and you're cool with it, then it'll make me more likely to say yes next time.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
that makes sense.
So that makes sense.
Be aware of your inner critic.
My inner critic is big as well.
It's a very big critic for me. So we've got that little voice in your head can get pretty loud. Recognizing your inner critic and any negative thoughts that creep up on you is the first step in overcoming fear, self-sabotage, and self-doubt.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
You ever had to battle your inner critic on
I do all the time.
On a topic.
On a topic, inner critic on a topic.
On a decision, on a
decision. Honestly, I used to do it a lot, but like I said in a previous quote, I have like that quote of hesitation is the key to defeat.
Yeah.
So like I just try to not hesitate. I just try like I let my inner critic talk after I made a decision. Where it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Like this.
Okay, like so you'll kind of act first.
Yeah, I act first, think criticize later.
Okay.
Because I know no matter what decision I make, like I'll be able to criticize it later.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I do like I don't know when I started doing this, but things in my head, if it goes wrong, it's always my fault.
Yeah.
Like
you're talking about that.
Like it's always my fault.
Yeah. And is that a bit of the inner critic?
That's the inner critic at work. Like if I fail to do something, it's I will find fault within myself as to why I failed to do that. And sometimes it might just be an external factor. Yeah. But I think if it's an external factor, I can let it go much easier. My inner critic is always saying you did something.
Yeah, you did something wrong.
This is your fault here somehow.
Yeah.
And I can understand that. So, but like my inner critic is never, like my inner critic is probably my biggest judge to myself. Like I've never, I don't care too much what other people think of me. I care a lot what I think of me. Yeah. And that's why I feel like I've never been good with compliments. Okay. Because my inner critic will always say I ain't shit.
Yeah, okay. And you're always trying to counter these.
Yeah. Yeah. But like other people say, like, yeah, it's not like you're all good, man. Like you're a cool guy to be around. Yeah. My inner critic's like, you're a bit of a waste, man. Yeah. Like you're a prick, and here's why.
And here's why.
5
reasons.
I can break down as to why I'm a prick in my own head. Like my inner critic is like me, it's succinct and logical. Yeah. Like it gets to the
calculated.
Yeah. It breaks down why you're a waste man in this situation.
Yeah. Do you see yourself from third person?
All the time.
You're just always spectating yourself.
Like, the way my brain has worked over years, like recently now, I've really got into my third person kind of bag. Okay. Where it's weird, where it's like I see myself in third person, but I'm also aware that I am the first person and I'm also the reader.
Yeah, so it's like first, second, and third person.
Yeah. I'm seeing that in all these, like it's weird. It's really weird. I'm seeing it all simultaneously. Yeah. I used to have I used to call counsel. in my head.
Council.
Where it was just like different versions of me were just having a discussion about a topic.
Yeah.
And like then it was just like there'll be like a comical one, a super serious one, a light-hearted one.
Personalities.
Yeah, there's different personalities in my head trying to come to a decision.
Yeah.
I just used to envision it, and I just think it was pretty cool. But then I was like, oh, this is taking me too long to get to decisions and stuff. So I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
And now I just make my decision and then like analyze it from like a reader's point of view.
Okay.
Of like I'm a character in like a TV show or something. Like it's just, I think it's pretty cool.
Fair enough.
But I feel like, and it's weird because I think that's why my inner critic's the biggest version, because I in myself feel like I'm watching my life in a TV show, right? And all people do for TV shows is judge. Like, because you're there to be entertained and you make your opinion on it. So that's why my inner critic is so big.
Right.
Because that's the only person I think is watching the TV show that really, like, is actually watching the TV show. Okay. Everyone else is just like, they get snippets of me in it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just a side character.
You get the highlights.
Yeah, I'm just a side character in your TV show, innit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
Just get little cameos. In mine.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's why my inner critic is always reigning supreme, because my inner critic is around me all the time.
Yeah. I think I work similarly to that.
Yeah.
Because with my inner critic, it's always. But I think for me, it's definitely before I do something instead of afterwards. For me, I'm envisaging all the ways it can go wrong before I do something, or all the ways that I won't be perfect at doing something before I start something. So, with the whole like starting a YouTube channel, starting a podcast, I was looking at ways that you could perfect a podcast before starting doing the podcast. So I always want to be perfect before I start doing something.
Yeah.
Which it can never work.
Perfectionism
like
is a I do see that. I actually have noticed that with you as well.
Yeah. I always want to do something and be perfect at it. Otherwise I don't want to do it at all.
Yeah.
And I always want to go into like the very high end of doing something rather than struggle through like you're supposed to. And get better through experience. I want to get better through theory. And then it contradicts how I normally think, because I don't like theory anyway. Because like in maths, I hated the theory. I liked the application of maths. I liked the mechanics modules. I liked the statistics modules. I did not like core maths. I did not pure maths, theoretical maths. In physics, I did not like the theoretical physics. I preferred application. I preferred the electricity modules. I preferred forces modules. Did not like the astrophysics modules.
Where it's all just theoretical.
Where it's all theoretical and all these theories
and concepts.
And boring to me.
Constants that don't really exist,
like
but
it.
they exist.
Talking to me about the nth dimension. Brother, there are 3. Don't need n dimensions. It's okay.
Yeah.
So the way I think with my inner critic, it always kind of paralyzes me to the point where I don't do anything about it, and I eventually end up procrastinating. And I'll end up watching a YouTube video about how to do something instead of doing the thing. It'll be about someone that does that. It'll be someone is telling you how to do this really well and is a pro in their field at this. And then my inner critic's like, you can never do that. So then I'm like, nah, it's no point.
Oh, crazy.
Why even bother? If someone's already doing it and they're already doing it to this standard, why even bother doing it at all?
Oh, cool. That's interesting. I'm sorry to hear that you're going through that in your head, honestly.
I mean, I've always had it though.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I don't until as I'm saying it out loud now, I realize how peak it sounds.
Yeah.
But I've always just been.
It's just how it is.
It's just how I've been doing it.
You've got through life, okay. So clearly it's not the worst, isn't it?
Yeah. But like, it's only until like I share it with people that I'm just like, oh,
that happens a lot to me.
It's actually a bit mad.
Yeah. I don't realize how like weird I am. Until I actually talk about the way I think to people,
and they're just like,
and they all give me eyebrow raise.
They're
like, really? This is. They're like, do you know how many people I've like broken down my way of thinking at a point in my life, and they're like, are you on the spectrum? Do you know that's happened a lot?
Oh man,
that's happened a lot.
Okay.
I don't think I am, but I'm gonna do an Asperger's test.
Like a BuzzFeed one?
No, I want to get. I want to actually go to a proper one and find out, because I actually am curious to know.
Fair.
Yeah. But what's the next point?
I'll read out the deeper.
Oh, you didn't read that one out? Crazy. Cool. Yeah.
So that little voice in your head can get pretty loud. Did I read that out?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you read it out.
Oh, fair enough. The last bit is, once you get control of your thoughts and beliefs, you can begin to make shifts in your thinking to be more positive and optimistic without worrying about what other people think of you.
Yeah.
Which is what I talked about in a couple episodes ago. Well, a few episodes ago now.
This is actually, I was actually thinking of this recently because I've listened to the audiobook of the Sala, I'm Not Giving a Fuck, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, honestly, his mentality aligns with mine a lot. Mm-hmm. But the one difference is, one thing I'm trying to do now is I'm going to stop caring about the fact I don't care.
Okay.
Because people will say like, oh, you're autistic, they're giving an eyebrow raise. Mm-hmm. I somehow like subconsciously started believing that me not caring about stuff was an issue in itself that had to be fixed.
Yeah.
But now I'm just gonna stop caring about that. Like if I don't care, I don't care, and that's cool, innit?
Okay. Yeah.
So like, and I feel like that will make me more optimistic. Mm-hmm. That like because
it stops you from not acting upon certain things.
Yeah.
Will stop you from if someone's gonna tell you that.
Yeah, exactly.
You doing this is a bit weird.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So it's getting that care within myself out of the way.
Yeah,
because external care I don't really have much for.
Yeah,
just because I've always thought that people who like thought that everyone was judging them were arrogant. Really.
Yeah.
Like, why do you think you matter so much to so many people's lives? Yeah, that's what I've always
main character
thought.
Syndrome.
Yeah, because I've always thought I've always liked the idea that I'm irrelevant to other people's lives. Mm-hmm. I think I said it before. Like, if I wasn't here, the world would not be the same.
Yeah.
But if I wasn't here, the world would still rotate.
Yeah.
Like, I like the idea of like me being irrelevant. Like, I matter to myself and that's enough for me.
Yeah. But the thing is, you still have influence a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, that's my point though. The world wouldn't be the same if I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Because like I've influenced your life. Mm-hmm. People have influenced my life. I've influenced other people's lives. Like, and my influence has made them influence other people as well, and things like that. So the world wouldn't be the same if I wasn't here.
Not at all.
Not like,
but of course it will still spin.
But it will still spin. Like the certain shit that happens will still happen.
Yeah.
They're what? Yeah. I believe they're called canon events. I don't know though. Yeah, but yeah, that's that done.
I'm over gonna catch smoke in the next. Yeah. Okay, right. Number 4 is make yourself a priority. So we've got allowing someone else's judgment to cloud your own perception of yourself makes them a priority and gives them the power in your life. Mm-hmm. If you tend to do this, knock it off. Fairs.
Huffington Post stuff.
Fair enough. Huffington Post.
Yeah.
You are the expert on your own life. Fairs. You know yourself better than anyone. Fairs. Sometimes true, I think. You have to trust yourself and your abilities. Acknowledge what you're good at and don't be afraid to own up to the things that you're not good at. Let go of any urge to be perfect. That's just a setup. Wow. That's just talking at me.
I can't wait to hear your story of this as well.
Prioritize your own personal needs and prevent anyone else from taking control of the way you feel about yourself. And this making yourself a priority thing for me has been like one of my great flaws.
Okay.
I have never made myself a priority. Oh. Well, I mean, I have now more recently, but I have never used to make myself a priority ever. It was always be the opinion of someone else hold sway.
Really?
So it used to be to the point where I could not set a single boundary. Really? And to this day, I still struggle with setting boundaries. I still struggle with saying no, still struggle with saying, I wouldn't do this for because I always made myself like a kind of a follower to a situation. I'd always be a tag along to certain things. I'd always want to be doing something because someone else is doing it. Never because it's my own opinion about it. It's never because I wanted to do something for my own personal gain. It's because a lot of these people are doing it. So as part of sheep or the herd mentality, I join in and just jump on the bandwagon for certain things. And it wasn't until probably sixth form.
Okay.
Sixth form, first year uni, where I realized I had my own independent thoughts. I was always be doing something like saying, oh, you guys doing this? Okay, I'll do it. Oh, is anyone else doing this? No one else is doing this? I won't do it.
Oh, swear.
No one else is. Everyone used to read earlier on, and I was just like, okay, cool, I'll read.
Oh, okay.
You guys are readers, I'll read too. People stop reading, I stop reading.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone plays the piano, I'll play the piano now.
Okay.
You guys play guitar, I learned guitar. You guys play the drums, I learned the drums. I never learned any of these things. Rugby itself, I learned rugby because all of my friends played rugby. Okay. So I jumped into playing rugby. But hockey, same. All of that was the same.
I don't know if that's that bad of a thing, just because it sounds like all the people, these have all been like positive influences, kind of.
Yeah,
Like they've all been skills you attained, and because like people say a lot, like you should like surround yourself with people you want to be like, because you just pick up like.
I think that it's a case of I've got the right results, but it could so easily have been a negative results. Thing. Yeah. It's never wanting to do something because I was curious about it. It was always doing something just because someone else was doing it.
Yeah.
And it's not turned out terribly.
But I have this question. So would you say you have like your filter for friends? Is there like a certain standard you set? Just because is it like you look at a friend as like someone like you kind of want to be like someone like you okay like assimilating to?
Yeah, I've always found this really interesting.
Yeah,
because I think I've said it before quite a few times to people. I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I think all of my friends would be friends.
Oh,
and I don't think that applies to everyone.
I know. See, for recently, I was thinking they wouldn't be. Like, all my friends wouldn't be friends. Yeah. But I slightly think I'm selling my friends short.
Really? You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the only reason, like, I worry about it is because, like, I don't have, like, a filter or, like, a standardization for friends.
I do.
That's what... See, because you have that, you're like... Because, actually, I saw this one TikTok where the guy said, like, your friend, I have no problem introducing to my other friends because I feel like you're a good representation of me.
Okay, yeah.
That's the TikTok I saw. I'll show it to you after. I have it saved on my Instagram. I'll show it to you after. But it's like me, I don't have that. Like,
really,
like I don't have like I don't know anyone, because a lot of my friends are very different.
Okay, yeah,
like very different culture wise. Like they're very different in every aspect. Like that, like. The way they live their lives is so far apart.
So different.
It's so exactly. So I don't, and like you'll see it at my birthday because I'm gonna invite loads of my friends. Yeah, and like the thing is, I feel like they'll all get along just because I don't know. They like me. I don't know. But I feel like I just get along with a lot of people.
Yeah, you just hope that you'd have a lot in common with a friend.
I don't know, because I think
it's kind of like a standard I set.
With
a friend, I'd have a decent amount
some
in common.
commonalities.
Yeah, a decent amount in common, and then that kind of through proxy extends to other friends. So the friends that I'm friends with, would be friends I'd hope with me because they have the same things in common.
Yeah.
As my other friend. So when those two meet, they have at least one thing in common.
Yeah.
And I always find it really cool.
Yeah.
Where, so for example, at my birthday, when I had 3-4 people from about 5 different friendship groups, and they all meshed together, and I found it was honestly a beautiful sight.
I have no doubt it is,
and it was so cool to me that these people just started speaking to each other, started making jokes that they'd all just got, and they all just got all these references cross friendship group, and I just thought, wow, it's just I find it just really interesting.
Yeah. See, I feel like it's like my inner critic again, because like I think poor of myself, right? And like I have like no standardization for friends. I kind of feel like I'm a poor judge of character.
Okay.
So, and because of that poor judge of character that I assume I have, I don't want to intermingle all my friends because I don't know if they'll like each other.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I just get along with people in general. Just random people. Like I could have a friend that's 60 and I could be friends with a guy who's 16. Like they're very far removed from each other. And because of that, I don't know if like my friends would like each other. Yeah. But I don't, because
you don't know what your other friend would like in the other friend.
Yeah. Because I say this a lot to my friends. I don't know why I like them. Yeah. I just like them.
Fair.
Like, and
it's not
like,
a bad thing.
It's like, I know why I like you, and I can also see why people wouldn't like you.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know what to do with that information. It's just information. It's just there. It's just there. Like, so all I'm going to do is throw you all together, and if things go well,
works, it works.
If it doesn't,
fine.
Then it happens, innit? Because I'm still friends with people that some of my friends don't like anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Have you been in the middle of 2 beefing friends?
No, I don't think so. Which is a surprise for me. But I just feel like people, like, I don't know. It's like, if I know you don't like this person, like, I'll just let you know that they're going to be around. Like, if you don't want to come, you don't have to come. And that's normally what just happens. Like, someone just doesn't turn up. So I've actually never seen 2 beefing friends in front of me.
Yeah, I've not been in a situation where I've had to either mediate or be the separator between beefing friends?
No, I can't say it.
It's interesting.
But
it comes from not making myself a priority.
Yeah.
Sometimes before it used to be I would only make friends with certain people if I thought my friends would like them.
Yeah, see, I've never had that thought.
Yeah.
See, it's actually crazy because I feel like in this whole thing we're kind of opposites because clearly all I've done is make myself a priority. All I care is that I like you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I've ever cared about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, and if I like you, then we're friends.
Yeah,
we're G's. Like,
exactly.
We're all cool.
Yeah. And whereas for me,
other friends like you,
they're gonna like you. Okay, yeah, I guess I can like you if the majority says yeah. For me, it was a whole majority rules thing.
Yeah, because we are even doing this thinking because like I introduced some of my friends and like then they run into each other. They live in the same area and they were talking about how like I don't invite them to like the same things as Because and I'm just like that's actually my bad because it's just like it's a poor assumption that I just don't know if people get along, so I just try to avoid it.
Yeah, fair.
But now that I'm thinking about, I should invite my friends to stuff with my other friends.
Yeah,
and if they don't like them, then they don't like them, innit?
Yeah, it's not their thing.
Yeah, it's just
yours.
Yeah,
you're the host.
Yeah,
you decide who comes.
Yeah. So
I've never thought about it like that. Whenever hosting anything, I've always thought about, okay, so these people are going to integrate with this. I should just invite who I want to invite.
No, I remember also. I think one of my like really close friends. I was good friends with her ex-boyfriend as well because I knew them separately before they got together.
Yeah.
And then I still knew them after they broke up.
The friendship group.
It was like I got her a job at a place.
Okay, yeah.
So whatever, yeah. And then I invited them to my birthday party, and at this time she had gotten like a new boyfriend.
Oh, did he come?
He did come. And like, I wasn't aware of this because I used to be, if you think I'm oblivious now, I used to be bare oblivious back in the day. Because I think this was, I used to be bare oblivious back in the day. And apparently he was just, because there was alcohol there and he was just drinking. Apparently, I don't know. I can't confirm it or not because I didn't see it, but apparently.
Ooh.
Apparently. So, and then like, I was like, yes, like that's just me only thinking of myself.
Yeah.
Which so this priority thing is good, but clearly it's not that good.
Yeah.
Like my mum used to say, too much of anything is a bad thing.
Yeah.
So I think I prioritize myself too much in situations, which is clearly a bad thing. So it's just getting that balance right.
Yeah, it's about becoming, make yourself a priority, but not being too egotistical about it.
Yeah.
Not becoming so egocentric.
That's like a big fear I have that I'm becoming egotistical.
Okay, right.
Like that's a big.
Really?
I look in the mirror and I'm just like, am I
becoming a villain?
Am I like a vain, egotistical narcissist? That's why I like look at myself sometimes. Just because because at certain points, all that matters to me is me.
Yeah.
Actually, not even certain points, a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Because the thing is with people, I feel like because of the way I am, I do things if I just don't mind doing it.
Yeah.
But the minute I mind doing it, I'll say in it.
Yeah.
But because I don't mind a lot of things, because I'm pretty chill and calm.
Yeah.
I can like come across like a people pleaser just because I'm down to do anything. But it's just that I don't mind doing it, innit?
Yeah. It's not a problem.
It's like
you've already passed your own quality control thing.
It's like road rage, yeah.
Yeah.
Like what's it called? Like when people like try and force their way through, I'm like, cool. I'm not in a rush to go anywhere. I don't mind.
Fine. I don't mind. I'll get out of the way.
My
head's gone.
Yeah, people's heads are gone. Like I don't mind. So it comes across that I'm like timid or something like that. Okay. It's just I don't mind. Like my mum says I'm a timid driver just because I don't mind.
Yeah. Okay.
But like there are certain times I'm like, oh, let me drive because it's gonna need some aggression on the road.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool.
Okay. If you bring the aggression.
I don't mind being a little passenger prince.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Enjoy it.
I don't mind that.
Enjoy it.
I'm on the walks. It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
fairs.
The prioritization thing is a double-edged sword.
It is double-edged sword. So number 5.
Yeah.
Final point. Invest in yourself. And this, I think, also a very fine line because you can invest in yourself too much.
Yeah.
You can overinvest.
Yeah.
But there's get support with the parts of your life you wish to improve on. That I agree with. Invest in your own personal growth and well-being. That I agree with. Do more of what you enjoy doing. That I don't agree with.
Yeah.
Get that gym membership you've been slacking on. Look into a therapist or personal coach. Take the vacation you've been wanting to go on. Get a massage. Read a great personal development book. Just do something. If you're not taking the necessary steps to get through your personal challenges, the road ahead may not seem so uplifting. You should be living your best life. Anything else is mediocre, and you are not in this world to be mediocre. Now, I take issue with some of these points because there is the aspect to, it comes back to the thing that we both have a gripe with, following your passion.
Yeah.
It comes to the point where you can't just do everything that pleases you.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
So it's just not viable.
I think Ali Abdaal said it. It's more, don't do everything that pleases you. Just try to find joy in what you do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I want to say look for the positives in something, but I don't want to sound like it's like everything's going to have a positive. Not everything will have a positive.
It's like, what's it called? It's like me. I like playing games. I haven't played games in ages recently, but I like playing games. And if I just want to do that all day, that wouldn't be good.
No.
But but it's like at my work, I also like the reason I like playing games, is because games normally have a goal and a problem you need to solve.
Yeah.
And I can transfer that to anything I do.
Yeah.
If I need to get a presentation done and I need to solve these problems to do it. So and like when we're working on a project and I get into the groove, I get hyped. You've seen me get hyped.
I've seen you in motion.
Yeah. Like I get hyped. Like when I'm like working on something, and it starts flowing, I get hyped. It gets me going.
Of course.
You know, it's provocative, you know what I'm saying? It gets the people going. That's all that's all it does, and I love it. But yeah, so it's less like try and do what you love and more like just try to find like enjoyment in what you do.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if you can never find enjoyment in what you do at all, then just try and do something else. But don't try and like just do what you enjoy, because that's poison.
Yes.
That's how Eve ate the apple and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she did what she liked.
Yeah, exactly. But
that got her. But I do want to make it clear that I do agree with the investing in yourself point. I do think that you should take some time to find out what you do like and do it. Because it's very easy to just kind of not invest in your own time, but invest in something else. It's easy to make a it's not easy to make a distinction between what is investing in yourself and what is not investing in yourself. In terms of buying a game to enjoy may not necessarily be investing in yourself if it becomes something that you abuse. Purchasing a gym membership may not be investing in yourself if you're not intending to use it. Now you're just spending money for the sake of spending money.
Yeah.
And you can get caught in the trap of the dopamine rush of telling people about your personal development instead of actually doing your personal development.
Yes.
So there are some people that get a high from telling people about how they're going to develop. I can't remember where I was reading this.
Yeah.
Or I think I heard it in a podcast.
I think I actually seen a similar clip.
Yeah.
Where you talk about like the dopamine you release by telling someone that you're doing something is the same you get from actually doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
So people will just tell people about it but never do it.
Yeah. I was like, that is very, very slippery slope to get into because then you start wanting to tell people like all these projects you've got going on or about this thing that you want to do, but you're not actually doing it.
Yeah.
So you're not actually making a change. So you're not really investing in yourself. You're just investing in the theory of investing yourself.
But it's also a thing like, do you think you should tell people about stuff so other people can hold you accountable to it?
That definitely. But I don't think you should get your high from telling them.
Oh, okay.
Because if you're telling them without acting on it, they're sure they'll tell you, they'll keep you accountable, but eventually they just won't hear it anymore. If someone keeps telling me about how they're going to do this, how they're going to do this, didn't you tell me this a month ago? Didn't you say this like 6 months ago? Didn't you want to do this ages ago? And then just do it then. Just do it.
Yeah. Just do it, like Nike said.
Nike said.
Yeah,
just do it, man.
Oh, that reminds me. I joined some. I forgot. I joined like a shoe draft and I didn't even check to see if I won or anything.
Oh, there you go.
Could have just lost money and get shoes randomly. I don't even know.
Doesn't matter. Is that an investment in yourself?
But yeah. So that's the article done.
That is
investing in yourself.
Yeah.
No, that was a good article.
Yeah.
Personally, I feel like because I went here with no judgment, like less judgment. I feel like we had a good conversation around that one.
Yeah.
But I don't feel it was like
swayed
off my feet.
One.
Yeah.
The last one was really good.
Because the last one did convince me because I was actually against that at first. But I did go into it with an open mind to be convinced. Like I didn't just shut it off, but I was like, this sounds a bit questionable.
Yeah.
But she made some good points in that last one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one's not been bad at all either. It has got good points, you know. Yeah, no, this was a good one. I really do liking these article sections, man.
Yeah.
They're nice. But Now let's get into free form, free flowing kind of bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, question I want to start off with: do you care what people think of you? Like, do you care about being judged by people?
I've, as I've been saying, it's been one of my biggest.
Like, but I'm saying like now, like
at this moment in time, yes, still,
really? Okay,
but it's getting better. I am very happy now to do what I want to do, instead of what people tell me they want me to do.
Yeah.
So some people tell me about the idea they have of me, and this is actually a very, very interesting one, because I think a few years ago I had a friend. I'm not friends with her anymore.
Yeah.
But she told me how she thought my relationship would be. She said, so I told her about my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, she isn't what I thought you'd go for. Because I thought you'd go for someone who like is
this and this,
sarcastic, who is funny or something like that, and is a bit edgy.
So she was she's just insulting your girlfriend.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then I was like, well, why do you care?
Yeah.
Why do I have to fit into your perfect idea of who I am?
Yeah.
Why don't you focus that energy on yourself? But there was a whole kind of bit of friction between myself and her, and then we kind of just don't bother. Don't bother. Whereas before, I think I would have just been like, oh, you're so right.
Oh, really?
You're so right.
That's terrifying.
But it is. But I didn't even notice that was happening. I didn't know that was a thing. So it happened with my rugby position in sort of like year 10, year 9. People are like, oh, you're big and you're strong. Why are you not a prop? You should be a prop. Whereas I play as a running back. I play as a number 8 or as a 12 or 13.
Number 8.
Number 8 back of the scrum.
Flanker.
Very back of the scrum. The
12 and 13 are flankers, aren't they?
12 and 13 inside, outside centre.
Inside, outside centre as well. Yeah.
So I should be there. And he's like, prop. Just play prop. Like, well, oh, yeah, well, you know what? You're so right.
Yeah.
I should be a prop. And that's where I played. Until later on, where I actually did become a number 8. Then I also did play 12, 13. Where I actually started enjoying rugby again. Not just being forced to do it because there I am.
Yeah.
So, but nowadays, I think I'm better at doing what I want to do.
Nice.
For the sake of
doing. It's nice that you're also aware of that personal change that you've gone through.
Yeah. I notice it now more because I think I've improved. I think if I hadn't improved, I wouldn't have noticed it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Me, I do everything in my possibility to not care what people think.
Yeah.
To not care about being judged by them. Because I even have an example from yesterday. I went to in the night, I went to a games night. And there was, have you ever played Do or Drink?
Yes.
Yeah. The people there, they weren't like, I came late, so most of them were kind of already drunk, really. Yeah. But they weren't like on like doing the Do or Drink stuff. And I was just like, bro, let's just like do it. Like, let's try and drink as little as possible and do all these things. Yeah. And I just feel like that like I made everyone like more like me more, like grow to me more, because a lot of them are strangers to me. But because I didn't care like about making a fool of myself and how these people would see me as a fool, I just went with the flow, and I was able to get people involved. People were down to reciprocate that. So because one thing I realized, because like I said, I used to do a lot of social study to learn how to socialize and things. One thing I realized is that the less I cared about people's opinions, the more warm to me. The more they would warm to me, because if I don't care that you think I'm being a fool, then why? And you just saying he's being a fool, but clearly he doesn't care about that. So let's just go with it. Let's just go with the flow. So I feel like back I used to be like really scared what people would think of me. But I think I can't remember. I just switched. I was like, doesn't really matter. Yeah. Like, and it was like, and that's when I started thinking it was arrogance. I'm like, these people don't care about me like that. Yeah. Like, if I make a fool of myself, they'll probably forget in 2 weeks. Probably. Like, I'll probably never come up with a conversation again. Maybe I'll be a nice memory they have in 5 years. Like, remember that one fool we met? Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's just it. And that's okay. Because ignorance is bliss. Like, if really I don't know you're talking about me, I'm cool with that. So I'll be a fool, and then you can go. You'll never see me again. Then probably. Yeah. So if you want to chat rubbish about me, you go do that. I'll never hear it.
Enjoy it. I'll be fine. I'll be here in my lane doing my thing.
Yeah, honestly.
Enjoy. Just do your thing. Enjoy it.
I try to be as ignorant as possible with these kind of things.
Yeah.
Because firstly, it makes me happy. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like my life, it's like I don't like myself, right? But I like my life.
Right. What do you mean by you don't like
so
yourself?
So like my inner critic is big. Like my inner critic.
Yeah.
So I don't like. I'm always insulting myself. Like I always say this: no one hates me more than I do.
Right.
But I also say no one likes me more than I do because I really like my life, but I also don't really like myself.
Yeah.
Like I'm always questioning if I'm what kind of person I am. Like before, I used to think I'm too shy. Now I'm thinking I'm becoming too egotistical.
Outgoing.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
I'm becoming too egotistical now.
Mm-hmm.
Before I used to think I'm too timid. Now I'm thinking I'm too egotistical and vain.
Yeah.
Like I'm never gonna like myself really, but what I can say is I like my life more than I used to.
Okay.
And that's really all I aim for. I don't really aim to try and like myself more.
Yeah.
I just aim to like my life more.
Yeah.
To like the things I'm doing more. Because I know that I'll probably never really like myself.
Makes sense.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm trying to not care that I don't care. Like I'm okay with not liking myself.
Yeah.
I like myself enough in it.
Yeah.
And that's it. But yeah, I thought that was cool. And I also think it's also me not caring for people as much has made me less judgmental.
Do you think so?
I think because I don't care what you think. I don't think about like what you're doing like that. Okay. Like, cause I can't remember what I saw on a Joe Rogan's podcast where it's like it's easier to change yourself than the world, and you should be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah, of course.
So if I want to be judged less, I should judge people less.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's just so I started judging people less, and when I started not caring as much about other people, I just assumed they stopped caring about me like that. And because of that, like I feel like it's made me a lot less judgmental. Okay. I can't say for sure because I judged that article before of that first line with like that little eyebrow raise, but like for like people, I'm like very indifferent to how they think and how like they live their lives. Like I don't judge people like that. Like because I'm as long as they're like cool with it, and as long as it's like not harming them too much, and it's not harming people around them too much. Yeah. I'm like, do what you want in it. Like you're not gonna hear me say nothing unless you ask for me to say something. I won't butt in on whatever you want to do in it. Like do your thing in it.
Yeah. I think I've gone the other way again.
Oh really?
Because of my inner critic acts on perfection. I've gone because I'm so judgmental on myself. Yeah. Judgmental before I do something. And because I have the knowledge of what it looks like to be perfect at that thing because of this expert that's done it. Yeah. I'm like, well, that's wrong. They're not doing that right. And I think like that's why I've become critical of other people.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. In certain
situations.
Yeah, that makes
sense. I'm thinking, oh no, don't do it like that. Do it like this. I could just relax. I could just back off. I could back off, but I always feel like I need to say something about something. Yeah, whereas I think I think I'm getting better at it now. Getting better at letting people do their thing. But I always want to kind of micromanage something. I always want to just get in and be like, this is the way we should be doing it. Yeah, I feel like that got to a head in like the group project we were doing. Okay. And I was just like, no, we need to do this. We need to do this. We need to do it like this. We need to do it like this. We don't need to do it like this. We don't need it. If it happens when we go into presentations, like you know me well. When we get into presentation, I want to just no. This it needs to look like this. Yeah. It has to look like this. Yeah. This
so
needs to go
true.
here.
That is so true. Yeah.
And it got to that just because that's how my inner critic is thinking at the times. That this person said this on the internet about this is what perfect presentation looks. This is what perfect pitch looks like. So I need to have this as a perfect pitch. Where I could just put something somewhere. This isn't to say to accept mediocrity, by the way. This is just saying that I shouldn't over-manage my expectations of certain things.
Even with the mediocrity thing, I honestly believe it's okay to be mediocre.
Yeah. I mean, I think you should. It's okay to be mediocre if you're not... Sorry, for lack of effort. Yeah. So not just going into something with zero ambition and coming out mediocre. But if you're actually trying and the end result is mediocre, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
That's not an issue.
I don't know, because I just always like, it's like my thing with like being like a worker in it. I'm like, it's okay to not be like elite.
The best.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
I do feel like maybe I'm just coping though, because that's just how I see myself. I'm like, I'm always like telling myself like it's okay that I'm not elite.
Right.
Like, it's okay, I'm not as good as these other people at these things. Like, there are things where I'm up there, and I understand that. But it's okay that I'm not tip top. Like, it's okay I'm not the top 1% right now.
Right.
Like, because I feel like that's a big thing for people's sadness as well. Is that they're not okay being mediocre at stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's cool, like, being mediocre at stuff. Like, it's completely fine. Because, like, the only reason there's a top 1% is because the rest of us are mediocre in comparison.
Yeah. Because they are so good at something.
Yeah.
But they also put in the hours.
Yeah. But I'm like, it's cool. Like, if you, like, it's all fine just being mediocre. Like, people think, like, mediocre is, like, one of the biggest insults they could hear. Like, call me mediocre. I can't.
You're better than 49%.
Honestly.
If you're mediocre at something.
Because everyone loves using median as well. You know my beef with median is an average, but like, everyone loves
If you're mediocre, you're better than 49% of people.
Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
You're in the middle percentage. And you could be at the bottom.
Yeah. And I don't know why, but actually I do know why. People are like not happy with the lives they live, and then like the content out there is telling them how to live a better life, and it's to live a better life you have to not be mediocre.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong. That's nothing wrong with mediocrity, man.
That's my inner critic.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
There's nothing wrong with mediocrity, I promise you. Yeah, because that even goes into my next point about social media and judgment.
Yeah. That was a big, big shift for me. And I think the big thing that changed it was when Instagram removed the like count.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
It changed a lot for me. Because there used to be times where I would remove a post if it didn't get a certain amount of likes.
Really?
Yeah. It was honestly crazy. The way I lived my life was actually so unsustainable. Because if Instagram like didn't break 150 likes, I wasn't happy. Like what was wrong with a post? Micro everything.
Yeah.
Analyze it all. Okay, cool. I won't do that again. I'll take a better picture. They don't like these close-up selfies from this angle. I'll take a different selfie from this angle and I'll edit it slightly different. Okay, they didn't like this filter. Cool.
That's crazy because I think I rarely post on Instagram anyways, but I think when I like first started posting, I expected to get 0 likes.
Fair enough.
Because,
never did that.
Because I was always like, because like I said, I'm like, people don't really care, innit?
Yeah.
So why would they like they don't care enough? So I'll probably get like maybe 10 likes or something.
Yeah.
And that's like, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But I can definitely see it because when them 100 likes come through, there's a little dopamine rush it gives you.
With me, it
that
used to be.
Timothy, you said.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It used to be for me. It used to be a likes per minute thing. Yeah, genuinely, it's been up 40 minutes and I don't have 80 likes. I'm like, wow, I've dropped below 2 likes a minute. These people don't rate me anymore.
No,
these people don't rate me anymore.
I think I used to like there was what I thought was getting bad. Yeah, this is before I went on my social media hiatus. Just I used to post and then just turn my notifications off.
Fairs.
I didn't want to know if I was getting likes or nothing.
Yeah.
I don't need that. Like
for me, I was the hit.
Yeah.
Each like, it's like, damn.
Crazy. Chasing the dragon.
Yeah. Genuinely, I was after it.
Chasing the dragon.
And it's got to the point, it's so much better now for me. Because it used to be at the height, I'd be looking to hit the 200 like mark. And if I didn't hit it, it was a bad post. I archived it. Didn't like it. That's why I have like 50 posts on Insta, but I've only got 9 up. Just because I archived everything.
Oh, I had no idea that's how archiving works.
Yeah, they're there. I could unarchive them at any time.
I have loads of archived ones.
Yeah, they're just gone. I have 9 of them left.
Because the reason I archive stuff is because I take so long between like posts.
Yeah,
I feel like I like the way I look is so different.
Yeah,
Just archive these and then just start again.
Yeah,
like
now I only archive because of the theme. That's like having a nice theme in my Insta.
Because I was going through my brother's one. My brother's has like stuff from when he was in 6th form. My brother's 28 now, bro.
Oh wow!
And he has stuff from like when he was in uni.
That's a decade of info.
You see how like how he's changed.
That's quite cool, actually.
Yeah. I was like,
cool.
maybe I shouldn't archive stuff. But I was
maybe
like,
I should unarchive everything and then look and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Some of these are a bit interesting.
I was scrolling through. I was like, like 2016, 2018 stuff. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah. It's interesting.
It's pretty cool.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's what I really want to say.
Yeah.
With social media, and judgment, right? I feel. What do you think? Like, because I have bare little cousins in it, and like this generation of like tab phone babies and stuff.
Yeah.
So do you think? I'm always curious. Do you think people are going to be like more judgmental, or Cause I'm already aware people just care more. What people think now because of social media. Yeah. But do you think them and themselves are now going to be more judgmental of people?
Yeah, definitely. Have you seen the is it Dove advert?
No.
Where they actually have the stat that 1 in 2 people get mental health issues because of social media.
1 in 2?
Yeah, of the children growing up now have mental health problems because of social media, because of how it's changed their perceptions of themselves and how they need to have a different perception of themselves to thrive in public spaces. Have you not noticed that there are so many family-focused YouTube channels that thrust their children into the camera before they can even speak, and they're videoing every aspect of their lives, videoing every aspect. They don't have privacy at all.
Daily vlogs are one of the craziest things.
Yeah,
bro. I don't know how people are doing that.
I think it's very unsustainable. It's not very. A, it's unsustainable, and B, it's not a good way of living.
It's not healthy. Because I remember I used to watch these old YouTubers.
Yeah, I remember Logan Paul. I used to watch Logan Paul used to watch all of his vlogs, and then I think it wasn't David Dobrik, was it? Did David Dobrik have the vlog?
Yeah, I think he did.
I think he did.
One of my friends was showing me David Dobrik stuff. But I used to watch these guys called Prank versus Prank.
Yeah.
And they had another channel called BF versus GF, right?
Okay.
It was just daily vlogs.
Yeah.
And I think they were together for like 5 years. Okay. And they broke up. And they said the reason they broke up is because daily vlogs were unsustainable.
It's not sustainable at all.
They said they had to, because they were always searching for things to do every day to entertain people. Yep. They just they couldn't do it anymore.
It runs out.
It ruined their relationship.
Yeah. And it would. Because it's artificial. You're doing something you're not making yourself the priority. Your views are your priority.
Yeah.
You the content is your priority. And now you don't take time out of your day to just be.
Honestly, yeah. I'm happy social media doesn't affect me like that. I thank the Lord, man.
It doesn't affect me like that anymore. Definitely not anymore.
No, I don't think it ever did. Just because when I was much younger, I was never really on social media because I never had BBM. I never had a BlackBerry when year 7, 8 when BBM pins and piftings and all that was about.
I didn't. I was
and broadcast and all that. I never had that. And then in year 9, it was Ask FM and stuff. Never had that.
Yeah.
I think I had MSN in primary school, but I was just talking to actual friends from primary school on the big family PC. I remember that was fun. I used to play MSN games.
Good times. For me, it was on my Kindle.
Oh, really?
I did it on the black and white Kindle.
Oh, I had no idea. That's pretty cool. But yeah. So I was never incorporating social media that while I was growing up like that. The most I've used it is in my last 2 to 3 years.
Oh yeah, I think I've definitely used it less in the last 2 to 3 years. I think I peaked with social media in year 12, and then I stopped using it after that as much as frequently.
Yeah, nah. I think I started I started using it the most in this last year and a half.
Fair enough.
Excluding my hiatus, that's probably the most I've used it.
Because I was at the height of Facebook.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
the
Facebook.
height of Facebook was a crazy time.
I don't know if I think I might still have it. I used to freestyle rap on Facebook in primary school.
Really?
Yeah, I'll show it to you after.
Really?
I'll show it to you after.
That's exciting.
One girl I knew in primary school made a birthday request for me to rap about her. I remember that. That was funny. My voice was bare high and everything. But yeah. That was
terrifying.
Yeah. But let me get into.
Let's get into what the people think on Reddit.
I have a Reddit post for us here. Let's do this. Let me see if I can find this now. Okay. So this is an Am I the Arsehole, yeah?
Okay.
It's to do with judgment, kind of. But because I'll read the title.
Yeah.
Am I the arsehole for telling my friend that spending $10,000 on a wedding dress is wasteful given her financial circumstances? So she's asking if she's the arsehole for judging her friend for doing this, right? That's what it is. Okay.
Initial thoughts, what do you think? Just for the title. Do you think she would be an arsehole for it?
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't, but bro.
I feel like that's an irresponsible decision.
Because, let me just add this caveat, yeah? Because she says this post, and then the friend she's talking about replies to the post.
Hey!
And it's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay. Yeah. I'm there. I'm moved.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Cool. So, this happened over the weekend, and she still isn't talking to me, so here we go. My friend, 24 female, is getting married next year and is spending what I think is a ridiculous amount on a wedding dress. She doesn't have a high-paying job. She's a public school teacher and lives on a tight budget. Her fiancé makes more money. He's in tech, but she told me they are splitting the cost of the wedding, a third to her parents, a third to his parents, and a third for them as a couple. So it's not like his salary is covering this dress. We were out to brunch with a group of friends when her wedding came up, and she got out her phone to show us her wedding dress that she recently committed to. I was expecting something normal, a photo of her in a dress in a bridal shop, but it was just a sketch. And then she dropped the bomb that she's working with a designer to make a brand new dress from scratch. This shocked me because she has never mentioned this before. I asked some of my some follow-up questions about who the designer is, where she's getting this done, and how much it's going to cost. And that's when she dropped the $10,000 amount. I told her that was way too much to spend on a dress, and she got super defensive. She's trying to justify it as her chance to try out fashion design, because she's the one who sketched this dress, and it's apparently her dream dress from a design perspective that couldn't be purchased anywhere else. Here's where I might be the arsehole. Because I didn't let it go. I told her that if she can't sew it herself, she can't call it her dress, because the actual designer is going to be the one doing all the work, and it's wasteful to spend that much money on a vanity project. She took this poorly and shut down for the rest of the outing. And one of our other friends texted me after and told me that I was being an arsehole for telling her what she could or couldn't afford to do. The friend also told me that apparently they got their venue for free because it's owned by her fiance's family, and that the $10,000 dress was originally earmarked for the venue, and that's what they're spending it on. But I still think it's just way too much money to spend on a dress, because the venue would be for everyone, but the dress is only for her. I probably shouldn't have confronted her about the cost in public, and I'm willing to apologize for that. But come on, this is way too much money for a public school teacher to spend on a dress. What's your opinion on that? Before I get into the second bit.
Yeah. Because I've seen the friend's replies in here as well.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't looked at it yet, but initial thoughts. Okay, so on the friend, I kind of see where the person's coming from here, saying that you shouldn't be dropping 10k on. I don't think you should spend 10k on a dress anyway. But if you got the money, you got the money.
Exactly.
But the friend's coming with bare snobby.
What this person
is writing is coming like, who are you to tell a public school teacher? So what if they're a public school teacher? Because the last sentence where they said this is way too much money for a public school teacher to spend on a dress, right?
Yeah.
Sorry,
that's that judgment coming through, innit?
Who are you?
Like that's honestly just pure judgment.
Yeah, and then about you can't call it a dress your own because someone else made it.
That's all bullcrap.
What do you mean?
That's crazy. You're saying that. So
you don't have any clothes then?
No, that's crazy. So you're saying if my wife wants to get married, in like her mum's dress, you're saying it's not her mum's dress because her mum didn't sew it by hand.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Stop the foolishness.
Yeah, come off it, man. Come off it.
This person is like very judgy.
Yeah.
Like very judgy.
I have a picture in my head about this type of person.
Oh, sir.
I feel like they're the in like Disney coming of age films.
Yeah.
They come as the blonde.
The mean girls.
The mean girl.
Yeah.
The blonde, high ponytail.
Yeah.
Clique.
Yeah.
She comes across as one of those.
Yeah. Because I was like, because
I was like, damn, there's no need for that.
So if I was say I was getting married, right?
Yeah.
And I told you I was getting a $10,000 tailored suit.
Yeah.
What would you think of that?
I'd be like, you're in your bag.
Exactly.
I'd be like, pop off.
Why you don't question me? If I want to go broke, because I want to go broke for my wedding, I'm going to go broke for my wedding.
And you're going to look good doing it.
Honestly, there are people here who spend like 35 bags on their wedding.
Yeah.
If they want to do that, let them do that.
Do it. You're just going. It's going to benefit you.
If for their honeymoon they're driving to Blackwall because they spent all their money on their wedding, let them do that, innit? That's none of my concern. I'm going to come to the wedding and enjoy myself.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to be there at that 35k venue. I will be there.
I'm going to be very thankful that I got the invite.
Absolutely.
Honestly, I can't believe this, but...
Are you their accountant?
Now for part 2.
Oh, I'm ready.
The friend's reply.
I am there.
Firstly, she said, "Hi, Taylor." This girl's anonymous on the internet and you're giving out first names.
Yikes.
Crazy. Cool. Hi, Taylor. I found this, or in brackets, or rather a mutual friend found it and sent it to me because she's a real friend, unlike you. Smoke like this.
No, definitely. No, it's required. It's required.
Swear, you come and smoke like this.
Did you see what she said in the...
No, actually, let's talk about this after because...
Yeah.
So let me finish reading this. Yeah, unlike you. Thanks for sharing my personal business all over the internet. You came to the right conclusion about the wedding. if you really feel like my morals have changed, I don't think we're a good fit for each other anymore either. I need to correct some inaccuracies too, because it's one thing to talk about me on Reddit, but it's another thing to lie while doing it.
Damn.
I'm telling you, bro. Yeah. First, and this is the stupidest part, but it's driving me crazy. My dress isn't going to be blue and gold. Bro, I don't know where she said it in the Reddit thing. I
didn't see that. Must have been edited.
Yeah. Because I think the first one got removed and she rewrote it or something, yeah. It's pink Georgette. Don't even know what that is.
Trust me.
With 3-dimensional flowers. I don't know why you're lying about that part. I don't have anything against blue and gold, but you implied that it's in bad taste, and it's a weird lie to throw into this mess. Second, I did not change when I met my fiance. I met my fiance before I met you. We were just in a long-distance relationship while he finished up his master's program. We moved in together 2 years ago, and I guess that's when you feel like I changed the way I started dressing. I agree that we used to be closer before he moved out. He moved out here, and I'm sorry if that's hurt your feelings. But you've also been putting away and becoming more and more judgmental. Third, the sweaters you called lacy and weird, they're crocheted by me. Damn. Because I picked up crochet as a hobby last winter. I personally like them, but I understand the cottagecore, whimsical look isn't your favorite. So I did change the way I dressed because I started a new hobby and I like to wear what I make. I didn't realize I need your permission to do that.
Crazy.
Yeah. You didn't purposely lie about this, but you decided to tell the internet about my wedding finances and ask them to weigh in. So I want to clarify, yes, $10,000 for the dress is a lot of money. It's more than I've ever spent on anything before, including my last used car. But our wedding isn't throwing me and my partner into $50,000 debt like some of you speculated.
Mm-hmm.
We saved up $15,000 ourselves over the past 2 years, back from before we were officially engaged. Our venue is free, which we are so grateful for. We are hosting about 40 to 50 guests. One less now that Taylor uninvited herself. Jays, coming on the smoke. Jays. No credit card debt, I promise. The rest of the budget is going to food, drinks, a photographer, some flowers, and helping friends and family fly out to the venue who couldn't otherwise afford it. The dress expense is a lot, which is why I told you that I was also considering it my entertainment budget for the year. You and I talk a lot about budgeting together because I believe it's important for women to support each other in personal finance education. Go listen to How to Hell to Get Rich. That's what I'm saying. Nice little plug. Yeah. So I would have happily showed you how this all fits into my monthly budget and how I'm still investing in my retirement accounts and saving with my partner for a future down payment. But instead, you decide to come on here and talk about my finances behind my back. I also did not volunteer the information. I just wanted to show everyone the sketches and mood boards because I was excited. You asked repeatedly how much it would cost, and I assumed you wanted to know in good faith, and I eventually told you. Finally, I know I'm not a fashion designer. I'm a history teacher, and I majored in history, not design. But I've always loved fashion design, fashion history, and sustainable clothing, and I'm excited to learn more about fashion by working with a designer for the next year. 3 to 5 fittings means multiple opportunities to learn about working in a bridal atelier, alterations, and the fabric manufacturing process. Doing a custom wedding dress also means for me that I will finally have a piece of clothing that fits me perfectly. Because apparently girls have like a big issue with that. But that's besides the point. Which I have never had before. See, internet, what Taylor didn't tell you is that I'm plus size, 6 feet tall, and frankly shaped somewhat unusually. Off the rack dresses don't fit me unless there's a lot of stretch, and even then, usually one strap is too tight while the other is too loose.
Damn.
Before alterations.
Damn.
I appreciate everyone who tried to give her feedback. I also understand the knee-jerk reaction of, wow, that's too much to spend on a dress. I still love my choices, and I can't wait to get married in something that makes me feel beautiful, to a partner that I love and want to build a life with.
Get your bag. Get your bag.
So
pop off.
That's what you think?
Yeah.
You think she came with the right?
She came with the right energy.
You think so?
I think so. This friend needs to get gone. Taylor needs to get cooked.
Crazy.
Honestly. Because I don't get why you're out here policing everyone. You the wedding who are you wedding connoisseur? Who are you, Taylor? No one knows who you are. If you came with some kind of titles, right? If you have some PhD in wedding planning or something, maybe I'd take you a bit more seriously. But because you're just another guy, like you said, opinion's overrated. It's just an opinion.
Yeah.
So why are you trying to force it into? Would you be happy with a 5K wedding dress, a 3K wedding? When is it cheap enough for you?
That's
Taylor.
That's very true.
What's the limit on a wedding dress?
When is it cheap enough for your broadcast to like it?
What is the limit on a wedding dress, Taylor?
I shouldn't come for smoke on Taylor. I don't know. I have no beef with that.
I'm on smoke. I want to know what the limit is on a dress.
Yeah.
If it was £9,250, would you have beef with it? If it was £6,000, would you have beef with it? Is it just because it's £10,000? Or is it because you wanted to have it in a venue that was...
Not because... I don't know. Maybe because she said that they share finances. Like they talk about finances a lot. So she's like understands her finances, and she's like, "How are you doing this?" Like,
oh yeah, so she doesn't think she can afford it.
Yeah. She's like, "You're a history teacher, wearing a $10,000 dress."
Act your age. That's what she's saying.
She's saying actual wage.
Actual wage. How crazy that is.
Actual wage.
Actual wage. Actual tax bracket. Because, this is not your. This is not your activities.
But this is just an assumption, and I may be completely wrong.
Okay.
But maybe Taylor earns more than her friend here.
Perhaps. Yeah. Maybe she's. I feel like because I can't afford a 10K
she's saying,
dress. I can't have this, so why can you have it?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Maybe that's it. But I don't really know. I don't want to be too judgy. You know what I'm saying? That's just a theory. Me personally, I'm very like indifferent to this. Like this is all I'm thinking is why did she feel the need to write the reply online?
That's true. That's also
like my only question.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate it because content.
Yeah, but suits me.
Yeah,
suits me.
That was a great read. I enjoyed that. But like, why are you? Firstly, don't be doxing people. Don't be doxing people. Don't let the internet know this person's name.
Yeah.
The whole point is that it's meant to be anonymous.
Yeah.
But I do also appreciate that because people love to hide behind anonymity on the internet about all their stuff.
Yeah.
So it's also a good and bad thing. But whether this person was once your friend or whatever. Yeah. And I don't. If someone wants my friend, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go and let the internet know their name like that. Yeah. Like even if they are bad,
at the same time, there's probably a million Taylors out there. This doesn't really like.
It's true. For all we know, that maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think like my only one piece is that like if you have beef with someone, let the person know in it.
Yeah. It's
like me with gossip in it. Like I don't mind gossip. Yeah. But just know anything I said behind your back, I've said to your face. Yeah. And like, and as long as like I'm cool with that, then that's cool. Like, I just feel like it's more. Oh, maybe like she's just angry. You doesn't want to see her ever again. So it's the only way she can contact her. But I know she has her number. And so it's just like I feel like that's the only thing. Like,
that I do agree with. I think they could have. It's like when YouTubers settle beef on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, they're like, well, I've made a video, so I'm going to make this video reacting to this person's video about this. Like, you could just call them.
A content loop.
You could just FaceTime them.
Just a content.
This doesn't have to be another video. It's like this doesn't have to be a Reddit post.
Yeah.
None of this has to be online.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a Reddit reply.
None of this had to be online.
Yeah.
But this whole "am I the arsehole" thing is because you're trying to seek validation. Because deep down, you wouldn't be asking if you're the arsehole if you knew you were right.
Yeah.
If you were 100% secure in what you've done, you wouldn't need anyone else's opinion on it.
Yeah, that's true. That's
the fact that you've had to ask, "Am I the arsehole for doing this?" means that you're unsure about it in a certain way, or you want to prove a point. Why?
Yeah. That's so true because there are actually times where I've been an arsehole to people, and I didn't even know I was being an arsehole. I remember I was arsehole to one of my friends, and then I told another one of my friends like this whole situation just as an update what's going on in my life, and they were like, "You can't do that. Like, you should go and apologize."
Yeah.
I said, "Swear."
Swear. Really?
Swear.
Mad.
Swear. Okay. I guess I'm the arsehole. Yeah. Let me go say sorry.
You didn't post it on Reddit.
Yeah. I didn't post on Reddit.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing is, because I didn't think I was being an arsehole. Oh, it was just what happened, innit?
Yeah.
But it was someone else telling me I was being an arsehole. And then I went and I called the person and I said, I've spoken to some people. I've realized now that I've done something wrong, and I'm sorry for that.
Fair enough.
Are we cool now?
Yeah. It's interesting. It's very interesting. But anyhow, Taylor needs to get cooked.
Yeah. Taylor,
I've had enough. Taylor
held unnecessary smoke, but it is what it is.
Ugh.
But yeah, that's just my one thing. But yeah, I like that Reddit post, man.
That was a good Reddit post.
Yeah.
It was. That kind of brings us to the end of the
brings us to the
end of the episode.
Man.
The close.
And I hope I felt this has been nice. This was a nice.
I feel like it keeps getting.
We're really getting into our flow and our bag with this, innit?
Mm-hmm. It gets much more comfortable. And it becomes much more flowing discussions, like we were saying, And
I like how it's starting to feel much more lighthearted.
Yeah.
Which I do like.
Mm-hmm. It's not as straitjacket.
Yeah.
Formal.
Yeah. I like that it's informal. That's really what I want. Cool. Mm-hmm. So anyways, thank you for joining us on our self-help journey. You know, where we try and help each other. Really, this is kind of like our therapy session between bros, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
Yeah, that's what, you know
it's
what I'm saying?
Bro therapy. Welcome to bro therapy.
Bro therapy, that's what it is.
It is.
And, you know, I hope you've enjoyed the show. And if you have, leave a like, comment, subscribe, give us a 5-star review, and share it
with your friends.
Let your friends know.
If you watch this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah.
Don't forget to
And if you made it this far, leave a comment of
judgment free.
Indifference.
The
opposite of being judgmental is being indifferent.
Yep.
Leave a comment saying indifference.
And
appreciate you.
Thanks for hanging out.
Good.
See you in the next one.
Good evening, good night, good day. God bless.
Peace.